What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wicked After Dark, where we talk about all things Halloween. My name's Anthony, and with me tonight we got Ashley and Jess.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
The man behind the cam, Andy, and his sidekick, Jimbo.
Buenos dias.
Number one horror podcast in the world.
No, damn. We used to be, bro, but now it's like
We're
We
not-
used
hey.
to be. When was that?
Yeah,
Was I
you
a part
know.
of it?
We're number one on in Eastville.
We're number one in our hearts.
in Eastville.
As
population?
long as we
No,
believe
you're
that
number-
we're
we're
number
number
one
one on
then
my
we're number
Spotify.
one.
Hey,
right,
you know what?
bro?
I haven't been on the Spotify stats lately, but I went on the other day.
And it looks good.
It's interesting. Italy,
He's
Really?
like 10
some
listeners.
stuff around the world. You know,
Nice.
10
some
people.
more. There was one in the middle of the ocean, so I don't know if there's a sailor out there listening.
Nice.
Weird.
It's a
Like
mermaid
there was
who
no
jacked the sailor's phone.
nothing. So pretty cool.
Cool. But
Pretty
anyways,
interesting.
guys, another episode. Yeah, surprisingly, again, we're dropping another one, you know what I mean? And this will be actually our official Christmas episode. So,
Feliz
Dashing through this-
Navidad.
Bro, we gotta
Oh,
get on the
shit.
same wavelength right there.
before we get any further, guys, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Happy holidays. Please enjoy your holiday, whether you're on vacation,
off.
whether it's a day off.
home from work.
home from work.
Chilling
Just,
like
you know,
a villain.
Just enjoy it. You know, I know everybody spent a ton of money. So I'm ready for January 1st.
Honestly.
When Jessica's ready. She's the only one who wore something Christmassy.
I know. She's in the
I don't own
spirit.
anything Christmassy.
That's
Like,
funny because
why
we
would
make
you own Christmas
stuff.
clothes?
We make
You know what's
stuff.
crazy? Talking about that, going off you, Ash. We can wear Halloween stuff like year round, right? Like that's normal to us.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to Christmas stuff, I'm not wearing nothing Christmas in January.
Yeah.
The hell?
And I be judging. Like,
And
I'm
I
like, girl,
ju-
Christmas
yeah.
was December.
Yeah.
It's February.
But people do that to us, and now I
Right.
understand. You know, like
I
why
would
are
say
you-
for the adult crowd, Christmas is a more traumatic event financially than Halloween is.
Yeah.
So
for
when
sure.
they see it, they're like, "Oh
I think
hell!"
Christmas is an enjoyable month, right?
No.
Or season, if you can enjoy what's going on, the ambiance, the lights, the festivals, the hot chocolate, the hot coffee, you know,
the tree farm.
the tree farms,
The
all
dead.
of that stuff. But what really hinders it, in my opinion, is when it comes to like, and it shouldn't be like this, right? But the gift giving, because you start to
Yeah.
stress out.
Yeah.
Because you don't, in reality, you don't want to let anybody down, you
Yeah.
know, whereas you feel like, oh man, like, you know.
Cheaper.
But the reality is you should just be thankful, right? Of if you got anything, even if you didn't,
You know,
just
yeah.
be thankful to be in the presence of your family, you know. And obviously, as I've gotten older, the real truth is, for me, I just cherish more the family moments, man.
Yeah.
And rather than the gifts are cool. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? They're cool, but just being able to hang out with the family, everybody's in a good mood that day. It's like the one day a year. It's like, hey, fool, it's Christmas, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is Christ Day type thing. You know what I mean? So,
It's
yeah, I
his
think.
birthday. Jesus' birthday.
Yeah. So
He's the reason for the season, brother.
yeah.
Brother.
So I think, and in recent events, it's going to take me into what I wanted to, and we'll go back if you guys want to describe what Christmas means for you. But our what really drives it home again was when we said Thanksgiving. What do you give thanks up for? And Christmas, same thing. I think what really drove the point home, I think, was these last couple of days was Andy over here decided to give everybody a really big scare this year, or this last a day or
yesterday.
so ago, guys. And again, that for me, that moment, right? And I don't talk to Andy every day. You know what I mean? We're not on that kind of like, hey, what are you doing? No. But he's still our little brother, you know what I mean? So guys, if nobody would know, obviously, but for context, he got in a car accident on the freeway. So when something like that happens, you're thinking the worst case scenario, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Anytime you're on the freeway going 65 plus miles an hour, and we all know how Andy drives, so we're all like, oh shit, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
I got a call early that morning. I'm already at work, way out of, industry area. He crashed in the Riverside area, on the freeway. So, of course, as his siblings, we all reacted immediately. We all responded very quickly. Matter of fact, I left my job, to get to him immediately and to make sure he was okay, and of course he's relaying information as it's happening, right?
Yeah.
After you make sure that, hey, he's not on the. It was bad because the truck probably didn't make it, but thankfully he was in a truck, but to the point where he's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
He's banged
Yeah.
up a little bit, but he's gonna be okay. But anyway, going back
He's
to it's
here.
like Christmas this year for me from now on, right? And I told him the day I saw him, actually, or when I got to him, I said, you never, honest opinion, bro, you just don't know, bro, because what if it would have been a little bit worse?
Yeah.
What if you would have been in your small ass little car and you were sandwiched in the position you were sandwiched in? We don't know the out. Thank God, right? But we don't
Yeah.
know the outcome.
Yeah.
So it's like, settle your debts, bro, before you leave for the day, before you go to sleep that night.
Yep.
And that event specifically will forever, for me, Christmas will be like, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
Keep the presents. Let's just hang out and we hang out a lot. Don't get me wrong. We
Yep.
work together. We were at all the events together. But this, for real, was very eye opening for everybody.
Yeah.
And I say everybody because Ashley was up at 7:30. Jessica was up. My mom. My dad's calling me. My wife, Jaleesa. Everybody was awake.
Yeah.
So everybody jumped on it like, okay,
Yeah.
something's wrong. We need to react. And so again, for me, Christmas from now on is kind of more like keep the
Family, yeah.
family, because you just don't
Don't
know.
know,
And
yeah.
those of us who drive far daily, guys. I mean, my brother-in-law, your husband, he drives daily. You just don't know, man. It's a crazy world.
Yep.
My dad used to have a far commute.
Yep.
Unfortunately, and here's a little bit more, but it's like my grandfather, which would be my dad's dad, passed away on a commute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In Riverside, which made it that much worse. He passed away in Riverside, did 20 plus years in the service, and that's what got him.
Yeah.
So again, Christmas again and Thanksgiving and those holidays for me, man, it will always be more like, you know what? Really, for real,
Yeah.
cherish those moments, dude, because
100%.
Just never know.
you just don't know, bro. You don't.
Oh, believe me, like he
know.
called me. It's kind of strange. He called me first, like
Yeah.
right after it happened, and I was like, he could barely talk because he got
Oh,
obviously
the
the seatbelt, the
right?
adrenaline.
The adrenaline. You
And
don't know if something's wrong at that moment.
Yeah,
I
you don't
wasn't.
feel it.
I wasn't aware that it just happened.
Yeah.
So I thought he was off on the side of the road, but he was struggling to talk and a little, and I was like, "Whoa, are you okay?" And he wasn't really responding. I said, "Were you bleeding?" And he said, "No." I said, "Okay, that's good."
Short answer.
Yeah. And then I go, "Break anything? Are you hurt?" And he didn't answer. And I'm like, "Andrew,"
Yeah.
And for me, my heart stopped because like you just described, I've been through the worst of it with my father. So
And when you say the worst, the absolute extreme.
Right.
Yeah.
To find out, to get that phone call, right? Matter of fact, I don't ever want to even imagine that phone call.
Yeah,
But
for
when you
real.
get that phone call from you and my mom, because they got the first phone calls, and you're like, oh shit. Your heart sinks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So like my dad did, he was only 24, 26
26.
when you got that phone call.
Yeah.
And to find out, hey, dude, so yeah, I completely
Understand.
I understand, but thankfully I'll never really get it,
Yeah.
because
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, and these types of things that happen in life that what you just said before that, where you said settle your debts. One of the things that when my dad passed, I'm pretty sure I told anybody who would listen, is I had a great relationship with my father. So the one little tiff we had in our whole life, we had already, gotten over or whatever.
Right.
And so I had no regrets other than the time I've lost.
right.
So I didn't have any like, oh, I should have said this to him, or
Yeah.
we knew how each other felt, and
Yeah.
all those type of things. So,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that hold grudges and that hold things that
Yeah.
are like I always say, if it's not important, let it go.
Right.
Because there's so many things that you carry with you against somebody that's so insignificant, and something like that will put it in perspective for you real
Well,
quick.
1,000,000%,
Real
dude.
quick.
1,000,000%, man.
So that's my speech
It
on
was an experience, and then I know you guys felt the same way. I mean, Ashley lives in a little bit further from us that day. You know what I mean? And I know that you were up and dressed, ready to bounce the minute
Yeah.
they called. And she has a baby at home. Fortunately, her husband, my brother-in-law, was there.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Hey,
Then where to
You
go?
got the baby. I'm rolling out. I don't even know which direction.
My mom, my Jess called me off of mom's phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's called. I had a
No,
phone
you know what
call.
it is? Not to change the topic, but these losers like to use the speakers in the cars, and that's not what it's made for. I really hate that they do that because it
Yeah,
sounds
terrible.
absolutely
Horrible, yeah.
like
I don't know who called me,
shit.
just for my mom, and I'm
I
like,
called you off mom's phone because that's the phone that was connected.
I have my phone on vibrate because again, I don't want to wake up the baby, and I hear my phone vibrate. I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't have a clock in my room right now. I have to fix the time. So I answer. I'm like, what's up? And she's like, I already panicked. You know, there's panic in her voice.
Right.
So that's what she greeted me
And again,
with.
because you're getting info as it's coming
Right.
in.
Yeah, you don't
right.
know.
It just
Right.
She
happened.
didn't
I
really
didn't
know
know
the full
anything.
extent of it. So the first thing I hear is just her panicking, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Like then that puts me in instant panic. You know, I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
something's
Hey, that
wrong."
gets you from laying down to like, okay,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Too, I had my leggings on, and I was ready. And
No.
she's like, "Your brother was in a car accident." And I'm like, well, my initial thought was I have two brothers. Which one? Who?
Yeah.
You know, because you work far and early, and then this guy
Drive.
doesn't go to school. School to work till like 8 or something. I don't know what time it was. I was still like
Groggy.
discombobulated.
Yeah.
And she was like, Andrew. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, is he okay? I don't know. We're on our way to him. He's 20 minutes from us. There's traffic. It's his traffic. And,
Yeah.
and then when I heard like, oh, you're in his traffic, that fucked in my head. I was like, it's bad then, you know?
Yeah.
You know what? And now that just triggered me right there. The day my dad passed away, I got stuck in his traffic.
That's
Because I
what
worked-
triggered me too.
I worked in Riverside at the time, and we lived in Rialto. My
And you were
dad
stuck
lived
in
in
traffic.
Riverside, and he was driving to Long Beach. He worked for Boeing.
Oh, shit.
And I was on my way to work. I worked at a restaurant in Riverside, and I worked the night shift that night. And he worked swing shift.
Mm-hmm.
And so I probably went to work 30 minutes after him. I actually got off the freeway
To
Went
get around
to
it.
get around his traffic that I didn't know happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that like kind of triggered me like, oh my God, like it's bad that there's that much traffic, you know, and my head, I'm like, maybe I can get there quicker, you know, I'm on the other side of the freeway, you know, I don't know. I never got the location to where he was
My
at.
mom told me not to. Well, one, I was driving. One, okay, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say I was speeding, y'all, but I was speeding. You know, but we're already on the freeway. I was already on the 60, and my time kept saying 20, 25, 30. I was like, nah, and I called out there. I was like, I gotta get off. Like, I don't know where I'm going. We didn't talk to Andrew.
Yeah.
My mom has his location. She has all of our locations
Not mine.
except for Anthony's. Cause yeah, I don't know.
Even though, yeah, like he doesn't have a scary job. You know?
Yeah, right. And so
Now that I think about it, I should probably give it.
yeah. So we're just like tracking him, and it's not like an accurate, like it is and it's not. You
He's
know?
like
Some
a
degree.
basic.
Some degree.
Basic. But the traffic just kept going up, and the call cut off with Ashley, so I called her on my phone. I was like, "This is what I don't know anything." My mom woke me up at 7, like, get dressed, whatever. So I'm in an instant panic. So I'm instantly panicking.
Chorro and everything.
Yeah,
hit her, dude.
chorrito and everything, fool. Like it was bad. Like, and then so obviously I called Ashley, and then when I call in Ashley, I could hear her like rustling.
Yeah.
Like she's jumping out of bed, dude. Like she's jumping out of bed. She scares Gabriel. You know.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on? I was like, I gotta go into the car accident. He's like,
And
be
I can hear him be
careful.
like, what? Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And I was just okay. I'll let you go. Like Andrew's calling us, but like not. That was after
Yeah,
a
so we're all
while.
playing phone tag, calling this
Yeah.
person,
And
calling
again,
this person.
and because we're just so many of us, right? But the
Yeah.
thing is, you could say, "Oh, well, we might overreacted. Did we underreact?" But the
Maybe.
point is, the information was very slow coming in.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
for example, for me, when my dad called me, I said, "Okay, where's he at?"
I don't know.
Freeway 60. Okay, I'm in my head. He's going to work eastbound off the 60. I'm gonna start heading. That's how I beat everybody.
Yeah,
know?
you were
I was
started
already
heading.
in route. I didn't know where. That's when I said, "What's the nearest cross street?"
Yeah.
Right. And fortunately, one of my good friends at work, he has the GPS in his head. He's like, "Where you going? What do you need, bro?" I said, "Find me the nearest location of these streets." Got you. So he was literally sending me pins as I was driving before I got any locations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once he found the traffic on the 60, he's like, "He's right here, dude." Boom, he sends me that pin. Minutes later, Andrew sends me his location. And I was
It's
like,
right
"Bro,
there.
it's right here."
Yeah.
So my boy is like scary with that, dude. I'm just like, "Bro, how do you do that?" You know? So he's just driven a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Technology.
But-
Yeah.
Moral of
Thank-
the story,
thank God,
guys.
you know, he's
I don't
okay
think
and
I
everyone
don't
was
think we
okay.
overreacted.
No,
I think
no, no,
any
no.
like person that's been in this situation,
Well, not.
kind of, you know, like I think it was like we got like it was all we heard was, "Oh, Andrew got into a bad car accident." We immediately reacted, you know.
I didn't even need to hear that. It was more of accident, freeway.
Yeah, freeway. Yeah.
You relate, and it's never good.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm an old soul, and I am old already too. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I read the news every day.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't read the news, and my dad told me one time, you should read the news.
Don't
it's like
read it.
social media, but in real life.
But in real
right?
life,
Do it.
yeah.
Ruins your
Every
day.
day for the last few days, I've been reading nothing
Car
but
accident.
Car accident.
fatal car
Yeah.
accidents.
Yeah.
Fatal. Somebody just died
Yep.
the other night off the 10 freeway in Colton.
Yep.
Ran into a tree. 4 dead. Their I think it was like their 4-year-old survived.
Oh my.
The rest of them died. You know. So and then just recently again, it's just dude. There's always something going on. So when you hear something like that, you're gonna automatically switch it to
Yeah,
the worst case
yeah.
scenario. But that all that being said, though, what is now that we've gone through the scare, your loved one that's that close in your own blood, your sibling, right? And I don't want to make this sound like nobody else matters, but I think it hits a little bit closer to home when it's your direct flesh and blood that just
baby
happened.
brother.
Yeah, like your little brother, dude. You know. So what is that? Did that change the meaning of Christmas for you at all,
Oh,
or is this
yeah.
something like
That
a live
changed
and
the
learn
meaning of
life?
life.
Family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every day is not promised. Every day is a gift. Not to be sentimental and cheesy.
Cliche.
But like literally the day before that was our birthday.
Yeah.
We went to dinner.
We had a nice
And-
dinner. Grandma came with us.
Yeah.
And we were just fucking around with each other too. Like one of these days it's just gonna be you, or
Yeah.
I never know. It could just be you. And I'm
Because we share a birthday, guys.
Yeah.
Literally same day.
yeah.
Same exact day. So I like to fuck with her all the time. It's just like, hey, well, one day it's just gonna be you. You know
Yeah.
what
And
I
I'm
mean?
like, well, you never know. Like you never know.
Yeah.
Life's crazy. And I remember I told Anthony, I was like, damn, I guess my wish on my birthday cake didn't work. He was like, well, I just wished for health. And I was like, yeah, me too, my family. But I guess it did work, because he's
Well, he's
alive.
not dead. Yeah, he didn't
right?
die.
So I'm like, well, freak, dude, way to just give everyone a jump scare.
Literally.
I think you said it well though. It's not just about Christmas. It changed everything in general.
Perspective.
Yeah.
And I hope it changed some shit for our brother's head. You know what I mean? Because
In my head too, I know how he is when he drives. Not trying to say he's a shitty driver, but he's not the greatest. And the same with like Gabriel, my husband. He wakes up early. He's on the road early with other drivers who are up early or overnight driving, and it's just scary, because he's in school right now. It's not
long days, long hours.
long hours, not enough sleep, and I would get really scared when you go to work because I know he's tired.
Yeah.
And that's all he's doing is driving.
New baby.
Right. So, thankfully he's not at that place anymore, and he
Yeah.
doesn't have to do that. But yeah, that right there was like kind of like sold the bag for me. Like we need to find something else for you to do.
For sure. So
Because
this
it's not worth it. The pay isn't worth your life. When
never,
you're nodding off.
never,
right?
bro. I just went through a big thing with my boss. And it was crazy because I heard it from his mouth, and I kind of went through it as a child too with our dad because we had a great childhood. We're good. We got a lot of shit. We got to go to the parks, Disneyland, all that. Good life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Both parents. But they worked a lot.
Yeah.
So you got to sacrifice for that. But my boss said it perfect the other day, dude. He said, hey, Anthony, I can offer you the most money possible. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm making the most money I've ever made. But he's like, I can offer you the most money ever. And it's not going to replace the time you have at home with your kids and your family.
Yeah.
And I told him right there, I said, you know what? You said it right, dude.
Yep.
And right there, and all bullshit aside, guys, I told him, forget about the money. Forget about all that extra shit. This is where I want to work so I can be closer to home and be home on time for my family and my kids. I don't want the money. And yeah, and it happened, and they made it happen. So, but going into the whole Christmas thing, I think, like Jess and Ash said, this definitely will alter everybody. You're going to take time together a little more seriously, even if it's like, oh, I don't want to spend time with you guys. You're going to start double thinking that kind of shit, you know? But this Christmas
we
in
spend a lot of time
specific,
together, though.
Yeah.
it will be,
abnormal amount.
yeah, it would be very
I think-
special.
Yeah.
I think I say it all the time because we do have grandma, which is your guys'
Great
Great
grandma.
grandma.
Okay, so she's elderly. She's 88 going towards 89. Needs a little bit of special care. And sometimes, I always think like you're blessed to have her.
Yeah.
So don't complain. Don't look back and say, "Oh, when she got older, it got harder to deal with. It got harder for
Yeah.
this." Because you know what? There's going to be a day that comes and you don't have that person anymore.
Yeah.
And for some of us, like I haven't had grandparents in a long time. I haven't had parents in a long time. Both my parents died young. So it's hard for people that have to understand the people that don't.
Right.
So
It's kind of
count
like
your
that
blessings
cheesy,
for Christmas.
cheesy thing people say, you don't know what you have until it's gone. I think that's the most cheesiest shit that everybody says, but it's the most
It's
true
accurate
and accurate
information.
thing you can say, bro. I can hate Andrew. I can hate his guts right now, right? And be pissed off at that kid. But he gets in a car accident or something. Everything
Right.
changed.
Yeah.
Avengers.
Everything just changed, bro.
Avengers Assemble, bro.
Hey,
Like I said, everybody was rolling out, dude. Because again, you just don't know, bro. Everything.
Well, the
Until
worst
it's
is
gone.
in your head. You're
Right.
not having direct phone contact with him, and so I'm like, who are you talking to? Who are you getting your information from? Is it the CHP? Is
Right.
it fucking paramedics? Is he pinned between a car? Because that's all I had. And so in my head, I'm like,
And really, the blessing
this is
was
it?
that he just purchased a beautiful big ass truck, that in the end kind of helped him out.
Oh, yeah.
He was unfortunately the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Somebody hit him from behind, going 60 plus miles an hour. You know what I mean? Rammed him into the truck in
Another
front
truck,
of him.
yep.
So again, he was pinned in between two cars. And again, it just unfortunate, but very fortunate that he was in a big truck.
Yeah.
Because if it would have been a little truck, man, or I'm sorry,
little car?
a little car like the little car that he has, who knows?
Yep.
The scenario, I think the Honda that hit him was bigger than the Honda he has.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we don't know where we would be. So just thank God. But guys, he is okay. He's doing good. He's on some pain medication, some muscle
Muscle
relaxers.
relaxers,
So he's doing good.
feeling
He's
good.
getting truck's replaceable. So he's already in the works for that, guys. But we're not trying to make this episode all sobby because it's Christmas. You know what I mean? It's just please
Count your blessings, people.
count your blessings, bro. Love your loved ones, man. Kind of put that shit in the backseat, dude, and
Yep.
keep pushing forward. Especially those in your very inner circle, man. Like, just make it work, dude. Because again, shit can change literally like that.
Yeah.
It's horrible to think that way, but it's true.
You know what's strange is you talked about spending time with family, and that's to me always been the best part about Christmas
Yeah.
is getting everybody together.
Well, I remember, in going to your point with you saying that, I remember I used to ask Dad, like, Dad, what's your favorite part about Christmas? He used to say back when we were kids, right? He used to tell me watching you guys open your presents.
100%.
That would be his favorite part.
I would cry.
Because that reaction is priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
'Cause it ends.
And me as a father now,
Nah, I'll give him my list and I'll
me
cry.
me as a father now, I understand that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why when people ask me what I want, it's like, I just want to see my kids open
Yep.
their gifts.
Could care less about a
Because
gift.
their reactions, priceless.
Priceless.
Yep.
Yeah.
Priceless, dude. You know what I mean? So I think that right there is more of a
It's so funny.
satisfying feeling.
It's so funny that you say that because all these things are coming back full circle now because Ashley's always talking about things I've said in the past that she didn't understand when she was a kid, but now she gets it.
Yeah.
I
I think a lot of this stuff's come back though.
Yeah.
From the Christmas thing you used to tell me.
What's one thing that this man has said when we were younger is life's a bitch and then you die.
And that's fucking
And I
true.
remember when I
bro.
used to hear him say, like, you're freaking crazy, Dad. Like, you're so dramatic, Like, it's not that serious. No. Like, now I'm
now that
an
we're all
adult
grown, you're
and
like,
got actual bills to pay. I'm like, what? Life is a bitch, bro, But,
can you just take care of me again?
oh, man.
Can be a kid
Y'all
again.
got extra room?
Yeah, right. No, man. But anyways, enough sob. Enough sob, guys. Enjoy your Christmas.
Hey, they're like, bro,
Enjoy
I already
it.
muted y'all
Right?
20
Like,
minutes
shut the
ago.
fuck up.
We get it.
We get it. Y'all love each other.
Enjoy the Christmas, man. Enjoy it for real. But
Enjoy it.
Anyway, what is your favorite part of Christmas other than the whole sobbing thing? You know what I mean? What do you look forward to the 24th this year? And yes, guys, we're Hispanic. We
Yes.
celebrate the 24th. We
At
wait till
At
midnight.
midnight.
We
You know.
dress up to sit in the sala.
Yes, we do.
You already know.
wear
You
your
unwrap your
newest
first
shoes.
present, and which is usually at the mall. You know what I mean? So, what's your favorite part of Christmas?
Me?
Sure.
Sure.
Or
Honest-
whoever has an answer
Go ahead,
ready.
Ash. Go ahead. I don't have my answer ready. Why you always gotta throw me off?
I don't know. My favorite part of Christmas would probably just watching the kids open their gifts
was
because
literally
that's
gonna
how it
say
is.
that,
They
yeah.
open their gifts first,
Yeah.
Yeah. The joy that they get is
I think my
priceless.
favorite part is sitting the kids down and seeing how excited they are when
Yep.
they get that present. And it's always usually me passing out the presents because we got a lot of family, y'all. We
Yeah.
got a lot of
I
little
wish
kids.
maybe we'll post a
video.
damn it.
A
Or a
picture.
video. What
of
if we do
the-
like a
of-
vlog style,
Yeah,
like
that'd be cool.
midnight with all the kids?
Yeah.
Well, we
This-
have to get everybody consent and all that. It's all our family anyway, so we're gonna be like too
so-
fucking bad.
Yeah.
The thing is,
For
we
real.
start literally at midnight.
No, we start at
Opening and
11:30.
cleaning up
No,
wrap
we started
paper
like
doesn't
10.
end till probably like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's how much
But we
is
start
going
passing
on.
out presents at 11:30.
Maybe
Earlier.
we should vlog.
We could try.
Maybe.
But we also do a
You
Secret
know,
Santa between
with
the
our
siblings and the
siblings and-
significant others because we thought it would save money. No, it
That
doesn't.
costs me
so
more
next
money,
year that's
bro.
canceled because it doesn't make sense. We're not gonna get into that. But yeah, my favorite part.
I like it.
It
It's
makes
fun,
sense
though,
because,
bro.
like,
yeah,
as
but
an
you're
adult-
a
For me-
sibling.
For me though, it's fun
The sibling
fun. 'Cause
because
tradition.
I'm gonna
But, like-
buy regardless. You know what I
Right.
mean?
sibling something, yeah.
But for me, it's like the little, what do you call it? Like the little,
Who got me?
Surprise or like, oh, who
like
got
who
me?
got me? Who got me?
Okay,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Okay, that part.
It's the mystery bag.
Well, now that
Yeah.
we're adults, obviously you're not gonna get as much presents as you
Right.
used to. But
Yeah.
having the Secret Santa, you know you're gonna get at least one good gift. You know, like it's mandatory $80.
There's a mandatory $80 that I feel like everyone surpasses.
We always
super
surpass it
quickly.
because, like,
Well, it's like we talk about it, like, okay, 'cause what if you're like your one gift is like $90?
yeah,
Yeah.
You're just getting one gift. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, then you feel bad.
And then you look
know,
at that one gift, you're like, what the hell is that? You know, like, nah. So you end up spending way more. But
Right.
that's not the point. The point is, like, you feel like a little kid again. You
Yeah.
know, like,
You know, there you go.
That's
That
why I
inner
like it.
child comes out again. You're like, ooh, got me, dude.
who
Like,
got me, dude? Let me
did somebody
guess.
give me something good? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
okay, going back to that question, my favorite part of Christmas or Christmas Eve, whatever the fuck you want to kind of say it, I think it's the feeling of waking up on the day and like, okay, like today's Christmas, like the air just feels different,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you're driving because I drive here and the Christmas lights.
You
are
know
like,
what's
yeah,
crazy is, like,
Santa's coming, baby.
Again,
you
it's
know?
cliche to say, but it's the spirit of Christmas,
the
Yeah.
bro.
spirit of it,
Like,
yeah.
it automatic. You wake up and you're like, it's Christmas. You know,
Right.
you want to sing Mariah Carey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's different. It hits
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Unfortunately, that day I'm gonna wake up and I'm like, I'm going to work.
Yeah,
That
same.
does
Yeah.
suck.
You know, so
I'm
good
looking
thing
for a
is,
job though. Anyone hiring?
I'm pretty sure I won't catch any traffic that day either.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
about
So the breakfast you get to eat in the morning. Well, usually
Well,
if
we
you're,
don't
if
eat
you're
breakfast.
home,
Yeah.
you make breakfast.
Breakfast, yeah.
And yeah.
What's your favorite part of Christmas?
I just told you, is watching all the kids get so excited
Yeah.
when we're passing out the presents, and just like, I don't have kids, but like Ethan, Emma, and now Ryder, it's just like, I love, like, I
You
won't
have a
even open.
godson, bro. That's your kid too.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, I won't even open my presents until I see Emma open my
I'm
present or Ethan open my present,
I'm
and now
scared
Ryder,
for Christmas,
you know?
bro. I'm scared because I know you guys overdid it with Ryder. And his birthday's
No.
literally
It's his
February.
first Christmas.
Okay, look, birthday,
I
you
bought
can
him
get that fool an outfit. That's an outfit. You know, that's
Yeah.
a birthday present. Christmas is for fun. I hate buying clothes for
Me
Christmas.
too, bro.
And I hate
Me
it.
too.
And you know what? This year, I stuck to that. I didn't really buy clothes, but now I'm just like, okay.
You know what's crazy?
I got these clothes boxes for nothing, dude.
Me,
Like,
I got no clothes.
I bought
either.
clothes this year.
What?
You know how
Wah,
fucking
wah,
upset
wah.
those kids are gonna be?
yeah, because
They're
like,
Not at all.
fine.
they're
Just
gonna,
based
hey,
off my
they're gonna open it
experience.
and they're gonna be like, oh, thanks.
Dude,
Throw it.
I'm
think-
sorry, and I don't want to sound bad and spoiled, but when I opened a gift and it was closed, I'd be like, fuck.
That's not
Really?
true.
I
Yes.
love
I don't think
it.
that's true. Because as he got older,
Oh yeah,
He had very
expensive
specific
brand.
brands that he
Oh,
wanted.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but when you were
different,
younger,
when
you're
you're
like,
getting $70
oh.
change, you're like, yeah, Anchor Blue, hell yeah. You know what I mean?
Now
Or
don't buy me
specific
jeans.
shoes.
I'll
Or,
get
oh, no, I would
offended.
say like if you got like a Dodger jersey, like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fucking different.
All right,
you
that's
know what I mean?
different,
Like,
dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But like when you're
True.
young, you
When
don't
you're
want
a
that.
kid, you don't want that shit.
No,
Yeah.
I want toys.
I
Toys,
did.
You know, did
yeah.
I get the Game Boy?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
The Game
I
Boy, am I
swear-
gonna play?
I swear I was good this year.
knowing you were bad as hell.
Yeah.
You were
You know what
bad.
I remember about Christmas, man, is that sorry, Ashley. Me and Jessica crawling into the living room in the middle of the night.
To
and we
read
cr-
names.
We crawl under the tree, dude, and we look
Mm-hmm.
at each other like, what is that? And we'll start reading off names. And for some reason, our names were never into that fucking tree, dude.
Oh, I wonder
Because you know why?
Because y'all
'Cause
already
we're
knew.
Because
bad.
your mama knew you did that. So
Or no,
It's
there
just
was
funny
we
to
were
think,
we would
bro.
get to the point to where we would find gifts and be like, oh, this is what they got. Who do you think it's
Dude,
for?
I remember missions, bro.
Yup.
Like, missions.
we
Yours
would
are terrible.
find gifts in closets, or they started getting smart. They would hide it
Yeah.
high, but
Ashley told me she used to unwrap them
Damn.
No.
and rewrap them.
Bro.
I believe it. I
When she
believe
was
it.
like a teenager.
Or like we would tell like our cousins, be like, "Hey, this is what our parents got you. What'd your parents get me?"
Yeah.
You know, we're dumb like that. Like,
Yeah.
And
Hey,
you
dude.
act surprised. They're like, oh
my God, thank you so much. I
But
didn't
in reality,
know.
it kind of kills it for you.
It
You know
kills
what I
it,
mean?
but yeah.
Like, I would just wait. I'll
No.
wait. But anyways, did I say what I like about Christmas?
no.
No.
Oh.
Yes and no.
Yeah, I think like Ashley and you said you had it perfect, you know, getting up in the spirit of it.
I
You're
said
gonna
that,
get
not
dressed
her.
up to sit in the sala real quick, eat dinner with everybody,
Yep.
you know.
Drink a little drinky drink.
Enjoy all the
drink.
kids, you know, and just see the chaos that unfolds at midnight.
Gabriel
you know?
really wants to play games this year.
Dude, you better bring your game. I told him that too. I was like, I want to play games. I almost bought that game we seen yesterday at Target, dude. It's the one where you have the ball and you have to open it and it lands in the hole.
Yeah.
That game. Yeah. Let's play
Honestly,
games.
for
We're older
me-
now.
Christmas is no different than Thanksgiving. It's work
Yeah.
because we host most of the holidays.
Yeah.
that's
It's
true.
work.
Yeah.
Why
know,
does
there's
it work
food.
for you? You don't clean?
Yeah, right.
I
There's
don't.
food.
I don't clean.
Yeah, there's extra special items that have to be made.
Yeah, that's true.
There's all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff that has to happen.
Hey, y'all, Christmas is in a couple days and we don't even know what we're eating yet.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look
I
like
think,
we've missed any meals, so
This
we'll figure it
Christmas
out.
too, we did something different. We took names off the angel tree for
Oh,
kids
yeah.
in the
Yeah. That was cool.
orphanage.
Well, me and Ashley did.
Yeah.
Jessica's a horrible person.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not in that financial tax
I
bracket
wasn't
right now,
either.
y'all.
I wasn't.
can't
What happened
afford
was
it.
we saw the tree and there was only 2 tags left. Okay,
Charity starts at home.
and whatever. And I was like, "Fuck, there's only 2 tags." I was like, "Let me just read the descriptions." And they're both older boys.
Yeah.
You know, and big boys. They're wearing 2X and
Yeah.
you know, you can't buy the little cutesy stuff. You know, they're grown boys.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, just take one.
2 Michael Orrs.
And then we felt bad because if we take one, the other one, what if no one takes his name, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we took both the tags and we turned that gift in. So that felt pretty good.
It did. Honestly speaking, I think that's something that I would like to do if I can afford it.
Yeah,
Right. If I can
100%.
afford it, I want to try doing a deed like that. Preferably, I'd like to meet the children. You know, unfortunately, you'll never see me in a hospital doing that because I can't make it. You know, I'm
Yeah.
a big old softie.
Yeah.
I can't even watch
But-
the videos where they hide the elves. in
But you
there.
know what
Nope.
was better for me is taking my kids through that experience because I sat them down at the store it was Bass Pro. You know, I sat them down and kind of explained. And my son, he's only 4. He was just like, "Well, where's their parents at, Dad? Where's their mommy and daddy?" You know, and it's hard to get that through his head
Yeah.
that they don't
mommy and
have
daddy.
that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's why we are fortunate enough to be able to bless this kid, you know, and bless us in teaching moments like this, and for them to realize, like, damn, mom and dad are at home. We get hooked up for Christmas. Let me appreciate that a little more. So I had them go out, hold the tag the whole time, go look for sizes, what they thought the kid would like. You know what I mean? So, you know, they got good stuff for him.
Yeah.
And it was a really good learning experience in general for them to understand, like, hey, man,
Humbling.
not every kid is like you guys.
Yeah.
Not even in the same category, you
Right.
know. So I really do want my kids, because I always tell everybody I work for my kids. You know what I mean? I work, I do everything for my kids and my wife, you know. So when it comes time for this, I want to display that, like, you know, this is for you. I've worked hard for you this whole year. So for us to be able to be in that position, and again, I give a lot of credit to Ash, because she was just like, man, these are the last 2 tags, man. Like, we can't just do that, especially after you've already read them. And it's
Yeah.
a 12-year-old and like a
8-year-old
or 9-year-old, something
yeah.
like that, both boys, and you're like, oh fuck, dude, like, did these kids dirty, you know, because they're not 6 and a girl,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, little homie's wearing a 2X and a size 13, like, oh shit, you know? So it was like, oh no, we got this kid,
I
man.
think,
But
you know, go back to 90s rap. There's Biggie Smalls. I always wondered why Christmas missed us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a popular line in one of his songs.
Yeah.
That's true for a lot of people this time
it
of
is,
year,
man.
you know, so.
And again, I think that's a new tradition that I want to do. And I even, you know, for me, man, it's just like, we had a great childhood. That's one thing that always give my parents. So it's like, I'm good with not getting any more gifts. If we can try to do something so you're giving back now, right? Whatever you spend on yourselves, give it back. You know, go to these kids, man. Go and that way
Donate.
your kids start to become a little more appreciative, dude.
Yeah.
You know, because I kind of went through something similar like that when I was shipped off to El Salvador. And I say shipped off, but I was with my grandma. You know, I went out there for 2 months. I came back, the world was different.
Oh yeah.
You know, you go to a third world. Is it considered a third world country back in the day?
It was.
So when I went, it was a third world country. Our family out there, third world country. You know, definitely humbling. Definitely opened my eyes. You saw life a little different when you got back to the States and what we had.
Yeah.
You know, so
Running water.
100%,
water.
100%, bro. Hot water is a big one. You know, being able to go to the bathroom in a toilet.
Yeah.
You know,
Crazy
so
stuff.
things like that, bro, that you take for granted. Shit was different, man. But anyway,
Moving on.
moving on from
on,
Christmas,
bud.
guys. We did do a couple things.
Thank you. Shout out Blackcraft for having us. at
Yeah,
their event.
dude.
Wicked Tacos was there.
Sorry, Andy still dazed out a little bit. You know what I mean? He's listening
It's a little
in.
loopy.
Hey, you know, he's on painkillers, guy.
Yeah, that was cool, man. Blackcraft. I love doing their little pop up there. You know what I mean? We got to shop a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know,
well,
they always have the good discounts. You know,
I know
what
you
mean?
guys were there, but me and Andy over here had a cooler event because we were right down the street from the Karate Kid apartment.
Oh
We
yeah.
had to go take a picture. I want to say that was maybe the most underwhelming thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
But
Most of the times it's underwhelming.
oh,
It
dude,
is.
tiny
It is.
little apartment.
You know,
too.
one of the things I want to go to the Grand Canyon, and I feel like I'm gonna get there and be like, damn, I drove 7 hours, dog, and that was it.
Ooh, hole in the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn.
That's something
it's-
I don't care for. I don't want to see that. You know, like personally.
It's breathtaking, but it's still like, unless you're like a camper,
Yeah.
or a wildlifer,
Yeah.
you know, it's not for you.
Yeah, but anyway, Blackcraft, look for future events, guys. I'm pretty sure they'll be doing some more in the near
Yes.
future here. Always a good time, dude. Always a really good time. Another thing that happened is we did celebrate our birthday.
Yep.
Huh?
Happy
I'm now
birthday to
30.
y'all.
2 years old,
I'm
man.
old.
Homegirl here just turned 26.
Damn, why don't we put all that out there?
26, bro.
Why
Just see
not?
if anybody had any questions. 26. Damn.
You're 30. 32, actually.
I'm at least I'm in my early 30s, not like my late 20s.
Oh,
what I mean?
you'll get there.
Yeah, but that was fun, guys. It's
think I'm
always
only
good. You know,
45.
and we do it simple, I feel. Just because Christmas is right up our butt.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, what are we gonna do? Well, we'll catch a dinner.
Yeah.
You know, let's make it nothing too expensive because everybody just spent a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you know what? Simple's cool. Simple's cool, man. The restaurant kind of lagged it on us a little bit, so I kind of want to do a redo.
Yeah.
Because I really do like that restaurant.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's just
for real.
maybe we caught them on a bad day.
Yeah.
You know, but the lady was nice. Just took forever to see. And again, when we travel deep. So.
It's like
It is
a
a little
party
more-
of
it is a little-
13
yeah.
on a Wednesday. You're killing. You're shitting
Yeah,
me.
exactly, exactly. You
At
know,
8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock, yeah.
Yay, come on.
Yeah,
in,
but it was
guys.
cool. I enjoyed it, man. Again, just a little
Got
interaction that
some
we get
good
to have.
gifts.
Don't turn the broiler off next time.
We get
Yeah.
at least 4 gifts for our birthday. There's 3 siblings, our parents. You know, it's a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I
don't
get
even-
you
what did I
guys 2
get?
gifts each. Damn, fool, for real? You wore
don't even know
them
what I
to
got.
you wore them to
Oh
dinner.
yeah, shoes. I got shoes. I got
Lots
some
of
boots
shoes,
for
boots.
work.
Yeah, shoes for
I
me.
got a Target. My brother always gets me like the shit that nobody wants to buy me. you know
The
what I mean?
manly stuff.
Yeah. So I got a
Target to
Target.
shoot arrows in it for a thing that he bought the previous year for him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That he still
And
hasn't
those of you guys,
used.
so you'd be like, you had it for a full year? I said, yes, I did, and I didn't buy that shit. So now I got it, now I can
yeah.
shoot it more. You know what I mean?
You know, I feel like this
Danger.
year's birthday was a little different because Grandma actually came with us to dinner, so I
Yeah.
was just like, "Oh, that's more sentimental," you know.
It was cool.
She actually
Grandma
gave
was
us
here.
$20 each.
I
I
know,
know.
that's messed up. Well, she
Oh,
never been
shit.
giving me nothing.
Let me look for that money, actually. Jaleesa probably like, oh, what are you talking about, babe?
Who tooted?
Nothing will ever top my
me.
grandpa Bob
Oh, yeah.
with the McDonald's gift cards.
That's right. That's right.
$5.
Yep.
$5 mini
Hey,
man.
holla.
That shit was
That
hilarious.
was the most like
Hey, back in the day, got you the 99-cent meals.
That's
homie.
right.
Shit.
back in the day,
You
not no
remember-
more.
You
All
remember
of
the
them.
99-cent double cheeseburger? Let me get like 10 of them motherfuckers right there. You
We
was
we
good.
still do that, and it's like $3.99 now.
I don't eat McDonald's,
2 for
dude.
$5,
Well,
homie.
you're not allowed
I don't.
to.
Even when I was. I didn't really like
He
it.
was a
eat the-
Jack in the
the
Box
quarter
boy.
pounder.
Hell
He's
yeah.
Jack in the crack. Hell yeah. Jack in the box. Hell yeah.
If you knew me, you already knew what meal I was munching
He
on.
was
Munchie
munching on the
meal.
munchie meal, bro.
Damn, no wonder you have issues.
But we gotta go over there.
No, just kidding, just kidding.
Ah.
Chill, dog. I wouldn't even eat it all.
You okay.
Okay,
He'll
sure.
give away 1 taco.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember one time I got food poisoning from the tacos.
Oh, same.
I was like, I'm never eating this again. And I
Until
knew it. because
tomorrow.
I bit into it and I was like, ugh.
And you ate it.
I ate it.
Oh, no. That's some
Gnarly.
fat boy shit, bro.
Hey, fool, the next day I was full. I was like, ugh.
Hey, I know your
Right?
pain because I have
Hey,
a
dude.
pain too.
I was
That's
like, I'm
horror.
never eating this again. I ordered that shit like in 3 days
And you're
later.
I'm gonna eat that
Oh,
up.
100%.
And he was like extra crispy tacos, right?
Yeah, but the lettuce was soggy.
Oh,
Yeah, it was bad. I shouldn't have ate it.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson.
yeah.
There you
Anyway,
go.
Birthday. That was it.
birthday, great. Good,
Yeah, thank you
good
for the
day. Oh
birthday
yeah, thanks for all the
wishes.
love.
You know what
Really
I'm
goes.
saying?
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Wendy's and Fitties.
Matter of fact, I got tres leches mocha in the fridge still. I'm gonna go mess up right now. Yeah, I think that's gonna take us into our very next segment of today's show. Ash, take it away. I like
Killer's Corner.
it. You know what? Every week is different.
It's a little funky.
You know, I guess our tech guy Andy just picks and chooses. Next time he's just gonna do it while I'm talking.
Yeah.
The
You know
next
what
segment. Killer's Corner.
Anyways, Killer's Corner has quickly become everybody's favorite, which is kind of weird because it's
No.
kind of like my
It's
non-favorite
like-
portion of the show.
it's not weird because it's like interesting to find out facts about like these crazy people. Like it's interesting but scary. Like to people like Ashley, it's scary because she's super. What's that word?
Hypochondriac.
That's
Crazy.
what she is. You know, so she
Anxiety.
like gives herself anxiety thinking about this stuff.
She's like, I don't leave the
Honestly,
house after 10.
I don't leave the house alone. The fuck?
Yeah, she.
I heard a
yeah.
fly. I heard a fly.
Yep. This year, what the hell? This week's killer is Richard Ramirez.
Does he
The
have a nickname?
Night Stalker.
The
Night Stalker. Man, they give these guys some really cool names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Kind of
that.
stupid, huh? Why do they get it? It's like a wrestler and
Well-
shit.
Yeah, you know
The Night Stalker.
Well, the reason that they have these names is because they didn't know who he was.
That's
So
true.
in the
we
news
talked
outlets,
about-
they used
we
it.
talked about
Yeah.
Gacy last week, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What was his nickname? The Killer Clown or something like that?
No, oh my god, I
Damn,
just
put
had
you
it.
on the spot.
Pogo the clown or something like that.
The point
That was
is,
one of them. Yeah.
it's kind of like giving them what they want,
Yeah.
right? They
Yeah.
all talk about they want to be remembered, and then we go and give them a sick ass name.
Well, yeah, like I
You're just
said, though,
like,
they
why
get
the
these
fuck
names
would you
prior to finding out who they were, you know?
Yeah.
Whoever
it's
does the
like-
naming is a good thing. I want to talk to that guy.
Yeah, his name was Pogo the Clown, but it's the same thing like the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah,
Like, fuck
yeah.
that
That's
is
a
the
sick
that's the
name, you know?
sexiest fucking name I've
Dude,
ever
I'm
heard.
telling you, it's
And
almost
they
like
never
glorifying
caught
him.
him, right?
fuck?
No,
Exactly. That's
No,
why
he
he's the
died.
Zodiac killer.
Yeah. So
it's a trip.
The Unabomber. Like, what the fuck? Who's
Hey,
making
tell
these
me-
names up, bro?
Tell me they're not trying to sell media like a mother on something like that. You know what
I
I
mean, I'll be honest with you. I remember several of these cases that we've talked about. The Night Stalker specifically, the Unabomber specifically. I was a news reader, so I was very interested in these things.
And back in his day, though, he had to read the newspaper.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, we had cable
10
TV,
cents for it,
CNN.
you know?
You know, we still had all that stuff.
Could have been
But-
thrown from the mail boy off the bike.
I just thought it was so interesting to me. Like, how can't we catch these people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the Unabomber. He's using the mail. Look at the freak. You know what I mean?
Return
You should have
to
been a
sender.
cop, fool.
Go to the post office, bro. Where'd you mail the shit
He's
at?
like,
You know,
put
like
me
how
in,
hard
I'll
is this?
find this fool.
I mean,
Put me
right?
in, coach.
I mean, right now you could just put an angry lady out after one of these people, and they'll track
Oh,
them down
yeah.
quick. But there's more technology.
Now,
But-
Richard Ramirez was a character right there.
Yeah, and I remember what year was Ashley was his 14-month terror?
He started 1984
Okay.
and came to an end 1980. Wait.
85, right? It was
85.
14 months. So,
Yes,
interestingly
14
enough, I came back to the United States in 1982. We lived in Germany for 4 years. We had come back to North Carolina, and then we moved back to California in 1984.
Is that when they gave you your citizenship from Germany to the United States?
No. I was born here. So, but I remember coming to California around 1984, 85.
Damn, perfect timing, huh?
Yeah, so it was huge in the news. It was huge in that, I was 13 years old.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
a teenager.
You're a teenager. I watched my dad read the paper, so I read the paper.
So this guy was killing for 14 months,
Yep. He was-
terrorizing LA County for 14
Yeah.
months. Nah,
He,
hell
he was
nah.
he was a serial killer and sex offender whose
was raping girls.
his killing spree occurred in the Los Angeles area and in the San Francisco Bay Area too.
Damn, coast to
He got
coast.
as closest to us to Pomona, so to San Fran.
That's crazy, man.
But I mean, like I told you, I think one of the other podcasts, I remember them talking about make sure your doors are locked. Make sure he was going in through easy access.
Yeah,
Points.
If your door wasn't locked, you'll just go
He
in.
was going right in.
So he killed a total of 14 people.
That's not too bad.
That's pretty
14
bad.
months, that's one a month at least.
No.
You know?
He didn't crave it that bad as the other guy.
14 families.
Yeah, that's 14 families.
Is he the guy that when he was sentenced to life in prison, said, "I'll see you at Disneyland"?
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
damn,
That's him.
dog, what you
Yeah.
trying to say?
He was an avid Satanist and into the occult.
Yep.
They had the whole Night Stalker documentary. That one was a really big documentary. I've
Did you
seen
watch
it
it?
twice.
Shocker.
I saw it by myself, and I was like, "This is really good."
Our
Gabe
next
should
episode,
see
we're
it.
gonna talk about.
Nah. So I
She's
sat
a
down and we
file
saw
out,
it with Gabe,
homie.
and Gabe didn't like it. He didn't like how graphic it was.
Well, murder's graphic.
Right.
It ain't pretty.
I enjoyed the documentary though. You guys should check it out. It's on HBO, I think, and it's the investigator who was in charge and his upbringing to get to that point in his life and how they caught him. Anyway, but yeah, great documentary.
Now, how exactly was he? What was his style of murders?
He was pretty gruesome. So he grew up a hard childhood, getting beat by his dad. By 10 years old, he was already abusing drugs. And he witnessed his uncle, who was an army vet, murder his wife in front of him, and talk about war crimes he committed. His uncle was schizophrenic,
Yeah.
too. So his upbringing was not good at all, and that turned into him being violent. I'm assuming, because he would break in.
So there were violent murders.
The main thing, he would break in, steal to pay for his drugs. And that turned into breaking in, murdering the people, trigger warning, raping, and all
Wow.
that.
Now, were they gory scenes?
Yep.
Were they? Ugh,
He
shit.
would strangle them.
That's why I can't kill people.
He would use a gun. He would pistol whip them. He would use a knife. And there's one case where he cut her throat so deep she was almost decapitated. And he was a pig. He was a freak, and he would. Doesn't matter what the age. The youngest victim was 9, and the oldest was 79.
Jesus Christ.
There's one case where I think she was disabled,
Yeah.
and he still preyed on her. So he was disgusting.
That's
The lowest of the low in life,
That's shit. That's nasty. I just hate bringing this up. It's like to be in that mindset, bro. To be in that mindset.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Well, his upbringing was terrible, and he was treated like garbage, and
I'm gonna
treated
say
everyone
this,
else like
but in
that.
advance, trigger warning to anybody, and no offense to anybody. You said he had a rough upbringing, right? A lot of these serial killers had that rough upbringing, but it was normal in your time to get a switch or to get a spanking,
Yeah.
or even beat. It was that normal era.
Yeah.
So do you think? And this is just opinion, guys. Because everybody's gotten a spanking.
Right.
But in this time frame, do you think that could have triggered these serial killers' mind to alter their way they think of
I
life?
think they were getting beat so severely. Okay, like last week, John Wayne Gacy suffered a brain bleed,
Yeah.
or in his head, so he was blacking out.
Okay, yeah. See, that's just abuse.
Ramirez, he ended up developing brain damage from being abused by his dad.
Oh wow.
And
And I think a lot of it too is a lot of the, maybe not all of them, but some of them. Why was he committing the robberies? To fuel his drug addiction.
Right.
And when you get on certain psychedelics and certain drugs and all
100%.
those things, and you're
His
already a
preferred
Satan
was
worshiper.
cocaine.
You think people are telling you to do things, and then
Talking to
Yeah.
people.
you're outside of your mind. You're not a regular
his
person.
case
at that
too
point.
was kind of weird because he ended up being a part of the whole Seaso Hotel thing.
Yeah.
And
Yep. That was good. That was a good episode.
yeah, so he actually stayed in the Cecil Hotel, and people reportedly talked about how he was weird and how his apartment smelled, and he was just a pig,
Yeah.
dirty. Yeah, so that was kind of weird how that intertwined. Cecil Hotel is a whole other thing to talk about on its
Yeah.
own.
I was just gonna say, I think that needs to be one of the
But
next
yeah,
ones.
so he has actually stayed there at the hotel because
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
a
it makes
communal
sense.
living. The Cecil Hotel was
Yeah.
a communal living.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would break in and use the military skills his uncle taught him, and sometimes his hands, a gun, knife, depending on the day.
Crazy.
Well, and the
Legs.
one common denominator in a lot of these cases are they're preying on somebody weaker.
Yeah.
Right.
He was raping women, and doing these types of things, and like you said, even younger people. So you're using some type of military skill to prey on somebody weaker.
Right. It's just so hard to wrap my head around, the total situation of these serial killers. And everyone has their style, but a lot of them, man, you can relate all of them to some form of rough upbringing or abuse or something like that, right? But but the thing is, to be able to grow, that's like if you grew up watching people do drugs your whole life, but you changed your course of direction and you said, "I'm not doing that," right?
Yep.
But these individuals said, "Nah, this is the direction I've
They
taken."
make the world their enemy.
Oh
Yeah.
man, dude, and just to think that way though, bro, it's like, again, and I keep saying this, but it's like, okay, for me, I had a good upbringing. How do I make that better for my kids?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard, but for some kids, like, I'm gonna follow in these steps, and that's it.
Be crazy.
Be crazy and kill.
Yeah.
Stop a heart, bro. Think about that. Could you kill a chicken?
No.
So okay, just imagine how hard it is to kill a chicken or an animal that you want to eat, right?
I don't even like ringing the neighbor's doorbell
Bro,
without feeling
equate that to a
anxiety.
human life.
And he's already just, the door's open, go in.
Going
Yeah.
in, put yourself in that mentality. I just walked in. Here's a lady. Here's this individual. I'm gonna end her. One way or another.
There's even
For no reason.
reports that he would eat a meal in your house. Like what?
That's fucking nuts, dude. You got to be insane.
Yeah, have
These
to.
guys, man, and unfortunately, he didn't even stand trial, right?
He
he
did.
did.
He got convicted, sentenced to life.
But died in
Died
jail.
in jail of what do you think?
Cancer.
They were injecting these fools, dude,
For real.
in between the toes.
They were like
Probably.
drug testing them, huh?
Yeah, he died. He died in 2013.
Damn,
Crazy.
so it's not too long
yeah,
ago.
that's
11 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That is nuts. But put
It was-
yourself in that time.
Definitely during that time, it was a huge case.
Huge.
Nightly news, big manhunt. I mean, it was
If
the
they had technology that they have
Oh,
today,
yeah.
he would have been caught.
Right. I
Way
mean, we
quicker.
just had something like that with
Right.
the CEO that just got, dealt with. They caught that guy within 2 days. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
not even.
3.
3 days, right? What's crazy to me is the amount of resources we're spending to protect that guy. I've seen how they've transported him around.
That was nuts. Yeah.
It looks like a scene out of the movie SWAT with
Yeah.
with not
Nah,
Denzel.
you know what it looked. I don't know if we're gonna age ourselves here, but you remember Con Air
Yeah.
when they brought the guy out in the truck?
Yes.
And all the locks. and
That
stuff.
reminded me of that. Like you're spending resources and money to protect that piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
Whoa! He's a folk hero right now.
I know he
Oh
is.
my god, dude.
That's a debate.
Point is, bro, murdering somebody?
Yeah.
That's extreme, dude.
Yeah,
But
unless you're a company or government.
okay, going back to this, Richard Ramirez, Night Stalker, insane, had a huge following though. He had a huge following. Women were falling for this guy left and
yeah.
right.
When he was in prison.
For
yes,
sure.
Yeah.
dude.
So what happened was the what's it called? Detective on the case. He was a Hispanic detective. He was first one of the in the field, new to the field, and so he was dealing with all the backlash that there used to be back in the day while trying to catch a killer.
Yeah.
And the way they caught him, okay, so there was a guy who tried to break into his house, basically, the
Yeah.
detective's house. And what they did is they put a shoebox over the shoe print, and they took that shoe print and put it into database to see what shoe it was. They found what shoe it was, but they never were able to pinpoint to where he bought it.
Yeah.
So if there was better data, he would have been done, caught.
Yep.
Right.
So the only reason he got caught is he left town. He took a bus to Arizona, visit his brother. While he's in Arizona, the news outlet already got a picture of what he looks like, a sketch artist, and drew him up.
Yep.
So everyone's
Remember
on there.
that.
Everyone's like, "Fuck! Like this is what he looks like. Keep an eye out." He didn't know that. He wasn't keeping tabs. He comes back to LA. He's on the bus and he notices some, noñas looking at him like,
Yeah.
oh no, like, whoa, my God, that's him. So he's like, he starts getting that vibe on the bus, like they're looking at him. The bus stops, takes off running, dipping, okay? They start chasing this man. People on the bus start chasing him, they're chasing him. Finally, they get him into a neighborhood. The neighborhood catches what's going on. They all start chasing the guy. And they stop him.
This is where the communal thing. They
The
busted
community
him.
stopped them. They start fucking him up, bro. They're beating his ass. The cops finally got there, And they arrested him, and he's bleeding. You know, he's in the car, and his cop car just swarmed with people. The whole community, bro, like they're fucking.
That's
him
right.
up.
That's one thing I did remember saying that. You know what? The cops should just delayed a little bit longer.
They're like,
They would have
"Y'all
finished
good?
that fool.
You want to get one in?
They would have
Oh yeah,
ended
they would
that
have.
guy.
What is it? Public
Execution. Yeah.
Should bring those back, by the way.
For real, dude.
Yep.
Pay-per-view,
That's how you got got.
Sunday.
That's good, man. And you know what's crazy is as bad as humanity is, right? Because everybody can agree to disagree. Humanity is in a place where it's all jacked up.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
you can just go to the presidential race. You know, if you voted for this individual, you're this. If you voted for that, it's all screwed up right now, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to catching a killer in the 80s, which I'm sure would have been worse back then, right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody's like, I don't care if you black, white, Mexican, Hispanic,
Purple.
get that fucker, dude. You know, that's how you know as a human race we can still, you know, we all
Somewhat
have
Find
some faith
common
in each
ground.
other. Yeah.
common ground, bro. Let's get that.
Well,
Well,
I think too what you're saying too. I mean, this is kind of moving a little off topic, but the one thing that unites America is tragedy against us.
yep,
9/11.
yeah,
We didn't care who. Go get somebody, damn it.
yeah.
I don't care who it is. You know,
Right.
get in them planes. We pay all this money for military.
Go.
Go get somebody.
Yeah, handle business.
You know,
See,
and
and
everybody was like
There's
that.
a specific case too that's really sad. Was her grandparents lived in LA, and she called her grandma and like, hey, like please lock the doors, be careful, and you know they're from the South before that, and they're like, man, if we have to lock my doors, then I'm not living my life. You know?
Yeah.
And what is the odds like of him targeting that house next?
Yeah,
And you know, unfortunately, there were the next victims. It was actually her and her husband who were murdered because they didn't believe in like locking their doors.
you know, that's very sad, dude. It's unfortunate, but I think if you think like that, right? Well, what are the chances of me being it, right? And
Right.
yeah, it's just
Very
one of
small
those things, bro.
percentage,
Yeah, but the thing is, there is a chance.
Yeah.
You know, there is that chance. So if there's a serial killer on the loose today, right, in our general area, what are you doing? Are you going to stay at home by yourself? No. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, everybody, the world's changed now. We make sure we lock our doors, windows are locked, cameras are on, the ring, this, that, the lights on here. It's different.
Ring
you know what I'm
light,
saying?
ring cam, ring. You know,
Yeah, dude.
internal cam.
You know, and it's for some of us even a little deeper than that. You know, man, I don't pray on it, but dude, the day someone comes to our door, they're gonna wish they never did. You know, but these serial killers, man, is just insane to me. To even again, I think that's why this segment for me has always been kind of like not weird, but hard to
Wrap your head around.
wrap my head around
Yeah.
to consume.
And one of the things I could say that, you know, we've touched on quite a bit is you talked about the abuse factor. So there's some empathy for those people who turn into serial killers. Not sympathy, empathy.
Right.
They've gone through something traumatic in their life that's triggered this stuff. And,
Right.
And
Yeah.
you got to feel like, man, that's terrible that, of course, they went on to do terrible things in their adult lives or whatever, but if they had an adult in their life that didn't do those things, would they not have done those horrible things to other people?
Right.
You know, so that's the part of the whole thing. And most of these serial killers, you have to look back and say, if they weren't abused, maybe they would have been a different guy.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to have some empathy for that, but not sympathy because they went on and did terrible things. But you have to think that we've all known people who were abused in your life.
Yeah.
Friends, somebody that you know. Everybody listening probably knows somebody that's been abused in some way.
Yeah.
So think about how those people are and the certain things that bother them and what would happen if they never had that abuse.
Right.
And that's on a minor scale because obviously they're not serial killers.
Right. Right.
But everybody knows somebody who's had some type of abuse. That's my point. It's just not dismissing their crimes or
Right.
the things
I
they
mean,
did.
Even in the movies, they depict, right? Let's just go with Michael Myers. You know, when the Rob Zombie edition, they show him as a kid. His parents, the abuse that they endured. Michael Myers started from that and turns into Michael Myers. Now he went silent. He started killing, you know, and it started with a form of abuse.
Absolutely.
You know, and so to even depict that in a film, it's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Psycho.
It's crazy. Yeah,
I
Psycho.
mean, these horror movies in general, kind of start that way with a lot of their.
Right. There's
Killers.
always some truth in there somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
So
What's crazy was his first murder. They didn't even link it to him until 2009, because of DNA sample they took from the little girl's body.
yeah.
And
You
they
just
so
don't
they,
know.
they didn't even link it to him to 2009, and he murdered her in 84.
Damn.
Crazy. 25 years later.
Crazy, man. It's a tragic thing, but I mean, the thing is that these guys have been captured. They've been dealt with one way or another. So, and yeah, just be safe out there, dude. You
Yeah.
never know, bro. Just be safe out there.
And we always talk about it, ladies. Specifically, watch your backs. Make sure
Always,
you're.
man.
Dude,
You know-
there's so many videos too, and like, what is it called? Shopping plaza.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right now, and there's one that popped up. A video popped up of the plaza by my house. You know,
I seen that one.
and it's like there's men out there taking pictures of women. They don't care. Like it's just-
And that's what I always say, dude. Like, if you can be against weapons, right? But just have something to at least defend you and your loved one, bro. Because give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
right.
Don't be dumb. Don't crawl into a dark alley.
Yeah.
Stay
Yeah.
in the public eye.
Know
Stay
where you're at.
visible.
Where the lights
stay
are.
stay
One
with
of the
lighting.
things, I even tell my wife, to your mother at this time, I don't let her go to the pharmacy by herself. Rarely. Because it's just, you never know.
Yeah, you never
You
know.
never know.
Oh, I just did that, so I'm a bad husband.
Damn.
I'm not saying she's never
If
been
they
to
come
the
across
pharmacy.
Jaleesa, good luck. Okay,
Hey, I'm not saying she's never been to the pharmacy by herself.
she'll give him that 2-piece extra crispy
If
combo.
somebody's home, I always say, well, take Jessica or go with Ashley, or is Ashley over? Go to the store with Ashley. Don't go by yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Just 'cause that's always
don't
in
put
the back
yourself
of
in
your
that
mind.
position.
Yeah. And trust me, I've seen a lot of things in my line of work. So it's out there.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
out
Oh
there, man.
yeah, dude! I remember one time I decided I'm gonna go to Marshall's by myself. Okay, I got the courage up. Took Ryder with me. I swear to God, as soon as I get in there, there's a weird man. It was probably like 12 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like he dressed in church clothes. Back of his shirt's untucked, and he's in the baby aisle by himself, no baby, nothing. And that kind of threw me off. And I swear on my life, like he was like kind of following me. I'd go to one area, he was there. Out around the corner, he was at the other corner. Kind of looking at me. And the first thing I like thought to do is like make eye contact with that guy. Like you're gonna see me seeing you, motherfucker. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna come up behind me, and come get me. That really threw me
It's
off.
not funny, but that's why a lot of times, like, I hate being in certain sections if I'm alone. I don't want to make anybody feel like, hey, what's up with this fool? Like,
Yeah. Yep.
I had to go buy feminine product the other day by myself. And I'm in that aisle, and I'm just like, and I felt okay because there was another guy next to me looking at the same picture I was looking at, trying to buy the same product. And I was like,
Oh
all
yeah,
right,
that's me too.
we're good, dog. Look, I got the same picture.
I think
I ain't
it's
a weirdo.
the demeanor.
I ain't a weirdo.
It's a demeanor that it's a vibe you get when they.
Yeah.
What are you doing in a baby aisle?
Right.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm not there to judge. There's single dads. Do
Or if
what
I'm
you gotta
going
do.
down the underwear and bra section for females. Like if I go to Ross, I'm just like, oh yeah, let me look the other way. My bad.
But wish
You know
you
what
with your wife.
Just, but I'm saying you don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
Right.
So.
No, yeah. But you can tell if someone's not trying to make you feel weird. But you can tell when someone's trying to be like, oh, I'm looking at this
They're
toy.
eyeballing you.
That why in the fuck you need baby blocks? Like it was just weird. I think they probably thought I was on tweaking there after that because my head was on a swivel. I was like, where you at? Where you at? Because I'll
Yeah.
call you out. You're
You
not
just-
following
yeah,
me
no.
outside.
Oh yeah.
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 I'll
Yeah.
stab you.
Want to find out what's in my purse?
Yeah.
Fafo.
Oh
But
my, but yeah.
anyways.
That's the case of Richard Ramirez, guys.
Wild.
I don't want to do a long thing about it. If you really want to know more, watch documentary.
Yeah, watch
It's
the
very,
documentary.
it's
Oh,
crazy.
guys, we're doing a
Brief
minuscule.
summary.
Brief,
scratching the
super
surface,
brief
bro.
stuff
You can
about them.
really break these guys down, but unfortunately, we don't shoot that long of podcasts because I feel like you're not going to be entertained as long.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just scratching surfaces of these guys. If anything, kind of just put awareness on it. And reminding you really that hey, this shit exists. It still exists. You
Yeah.
know.
People are
Matter
evil.
of fact,
The world's evil.
before today's episode, Dad actually sent us one of an active serial killer that just was
caught.
got up right. So, and we thought about speaking on those because it's active, it's in today's age. But again, let's try to bring up ones that everybody would know about. Everybody knows about these guys. So, definitely an interesting segment, man. We're gonna continue to do those though. Very interesting. I hope that we do get to shoot some in-person stuff here soon, as far as doing an on-location type vlog style. We're planning on something like that. And I hope maybe before December's over, we'll see. But yeah, I think is that it? Or are we gonna wrap it up there? You want to play a game real quick?
Way over time.
We're overtime.
We're overtime today.
We
Sorry,
carried
Gabe.
on.
Sorry, Gabe. No game.
Next time,
No
Gabe.
game tonight. But anyways, guys, so that's gonna wrap it. And again, guys,
Really quickly, would you rather be friends with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Freddy Krueger?
do I know? Are they gonna kill me or are they not gonna kill me?
You're homies. You're homies. They're
We're
not gonna
homies.
kill
We're
you.
good. Shit.
Probably Chainsaw Massacre because I want to sleep. That motherfucker coming in.
I
to
don't know,
sleep.
but that smell, I couldn't. He
I was
stank.
just
Well, I ain't
about to
living with
say
him.
that.
I ain't living with him. I'll go over for lunch or something.
I'm
but-
gonna
Nah,
agree with
then you
Dad.
eating
I'm
people.
gonna agree with Dad, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want that fool in my dreams fucking with me because we're boys. You know what I mean? Like, God, you're like, nah, dude.
Nah.
Nah.
You're never gonna sleep
But
again.
the thing is, surprisingly, Leatherface really scares me for some reason.
Because that's like real life.
Yeah,
Not
because
made up
you know,
stuff.
no, I know why it scares him, and he knows why it scares him. Because there was a time when this young man right here used to watch videos in real life like that.
Oh.
Oh, you weirdo! Weirdo alert!
Yeah,
So-
Wait, would
Leatherface
you rather
is-
go to dinner?
Kind of like
go
that,
to dinner
you
at
know,
his house?
when ISIS
No.
was
No.
prevalent and the things
No,
they did to human beings.
Mm-hmm.
You're sick.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
question, though.
You're welcome.
Good question.
But
Anyways,
and overall, neither. No.
Yeah.
You can't pick neither, bro.
Well, no, I mean
Death.
in real life, neither. No.
enjoy your Christmas. Merry Christmas from all of us here at Wicked. Enjoy the holiday. Yeah, any last remarks here, guys, from the
that's
Peanut
it.
Gallery?
That's it.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you guys so much for all the support, for watching, for listening, however you guys do it. And as always, we will see you on the next one.